So this Saturday, we have the 2024 Europe's Strongest Man. So it's going to be the second sold-out show that Giants Live have for the year, which is very impressive.
Very good.
Europe's Strongest Man is coming to the first direct arena in Leeds. So it's a 13,781 capacity stadium, so nearly 14,000 capacity and sold out, which is it's great to hear for sport.
Most of the time it's sold out, I think, when the Europe's Strongest Man being organized in that arena. It's
The
a very nice arena.
The pre-sales are on already for next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's already looking ahead for 2025.
Yeah, so they're balling.
So we have 12 athletes and 5 events, usual when it comes to Giants Live. We're supposed to have 13 athletes. However, we know that last week we had a late pullout from Mateusz Kielskowski, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Mateusz, as everyone knows, we love Mateusz. Like, he's an incredible athlete, and I think his body is just letting him down.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, he's having a lot of injuries, and that's a big one as well. Luckily, he got the surgery done pretty fast, and he used a new technique, I guess, and he sent me the video of that procedure. I don't think that you were able to look at it.
I can't.
You couldn't.
It's disgusting.
But fortunately, I think the surgery went well, and his recovery time will be very fast, I believe. Yeah.
We know that Martins as well has pulled out World Strongest Man. Yeah. We know that's going on. However, we're trying to get the Euro Strongest Man and other things done. Next week, we'll have the video out for Martins and Mateusz. And to be honest, I think we have some information on Mateusz. Hopefully, he'll be ready for a show later on in the year. But for now, as everybody knows, he won't be competing in Europe's Strongest Man or World Strongest Man. So for Europe's Strongest Man 2024, we have 12 athletes competing. So to start off, we have Europe's Strongest Man 2023, Pavlo Kordiyaka. We then have Luke Stoltman, who is Europe's Strongest Man in 2021. We have Shane Flowers, Rauno Heinle, Gavin Bilton, Oleksii Novikov, who was Europe's Strongest Man in 2022. We then have Konstantin Janasha, Ivers Schmauchlis, Andrew Futu, who, again, very young guy. We seen him at the World Loglift Championships a couple of years ago. Incredibly strong for such a young age. We then have Fredrik Johansson, who is currently Sweden's strongest man. We then have Nicholas Camby, who is American from what I know, but is Italy's strongest man.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, you do know him.
Yeah. I thought he's American.
Yeah, I thought he was American too. But
I think we did the podcast with him.
Yeah, I think he is American, but he's
Italian stallion.
Italian stallion. Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, he was actually very light, and then he decided to. I think he was competing for under 105.
He was. He was under 105 kilo world champion or world strongest man in 2021. He dominated the field in under 105. Like, I've seen some of his competitions. I think at under 105 from 2018 to 2021 when he was competing, I think he didn't finish any lower than third. Yeah. In every competition. So
it's a kind of one when you win everything. Where do you go?
So there you go
to the big boy league.
Yeah. So he competed in official strongman games in November. He finished last in official strongman games.
It goes to show.
It goes to show that obviously in such a short space of time you can't just bump up. Maybe sometimes your body just can't get to
it still needs. Well, the problem with him is he's not very young.
34.
Yes. So it's a bit harder to transition from 105 to the heavyweights. And it will take a bit more time. He probably will be way more stronger when one more year, maybe 2 more years. But at the moment, goes to show if you go from 105 to heavyweights, it's not that easy. I think not too many guys were able to make that transition. I know Graham Hicks was 105 at the start of his career as well.
So different.
And now he's just
160, is he?
So and now I think he's around 140.
Yeah, because he lost 17 kilos.
Yeah.
Crazy weight difference.
Crazy way to lose. Yeah, he started a bit jogging and stuff like that. I think at the heaviest he was close to 168.
A strong man jogging.
Yeah, just great. Yeah. He has to.
And then finally, to round out your strongest man, we have Pao Dwyer. Like we were saying at the start of the video, we have 5 events for the 12 athletes. And starting off with the very first event, we have the nickel stones. So nickel stones, recreation of the Dinny stones.
Yeah.
You have 114 kilo stone in one hand, 139 kilo in the other hand. Currently, the record is held by Eddie Williams. So it's 31.66 meters. That's from Giant Slave Strongman Classic last July. The rule for nickel stones is that you can drop them once, but they have to be picked back up again within 10 seconds or else the time stays.
Like an Iron Classic. So I'm probably everybody knows that.
Yeah, not a fan.
No.
Not a fan.
I don't know why they keep putting that in. Maybe it's just...
No, look,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe the hybrid from like, you know, the Strongman games, or not Strongman. It's like a hybrid from like the Highland games, and then you're going into Strongman. Like, you know, there's similarities with stones and things like that. But
maybe I don't know. But like for me, it's like farmers walk is like real Strongman event. So if you want to do, because it's kind of similar to that, but and it's not because it's just, to me it looks very, I don't know, slow and sloppy, if you ask me. You know, all that bumping into the knees and just, to me, it's like big, solid farmer's walk is a little bit big of a spectacle than Denny Stones.
On to event 2 then. We have one of my favourites that Giants Live do, and that is the car walk. So everyone knows the car walk at this stage. 450 kilo car, 20 metre long course, and currently the record is held by Mateusz Kielowski, 10 seconds flat.
And that's how he actually tore his Achilles. He says he was doing 450 kilos up the hill. Probably he was trying to
overtrain,
get in shape and try to beat his own world record. And it just happened. I think he had like a bit of pain for the last year in his Achilles. So it's kind of, sometimes you just have it coming. But there's nothing you can do. Just, you know, all the treatments in the world sometimes just doesn't help with the avoiding injuries, you know. But I think it's a great event. I like that event to watch.
Look, it's like a super yoke.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, again, big implement. It's cool to watch. Everybody can see, and that's the thing as well for crowds. Like when you see a car, like they're literally walking in a car. Yeah, it's great to see. Plus, look, there's some athletes there who will do very well in the super yoke.
Yeah, my first actually car walk was in 2011, World's Strongest Man, and it was a massive shock to my body. Because I was actually not okay with the running with the yoke, like I like that event, but when I went on the car, I was like, oh wow, that feels totally different. Balance, everything was off. Just I couldn't accelerate. Everything. Yeah. You just need to. That's actually a way different event than actually the yoke itself. You know, just carry the yoke.
On to event 3 then, we probably have another fan favourite, and that is the deadlift ladder. So we have 5 bars ranging from 300 kilos to 380 kilos. So to go up in increments of 20 kilos. So you have 300, 320, 340, 360 and 380.
Was it like the last was always 380? Or
I don't know.
At any point was 400?
I think it was 400 the time that Marius was competing.
Did anyone was able to get that? I don't think that anyone was able to get that. No? Yeah, but I think the times will be really fast on this one as well.
Yeah.
And the last time that kind of event was done in the Britain's Strongest Man, and Anna Bishop won an event with very good time, 28 seconds.
Just about 28 seconds,
yeah. That's really good time.
And the thing to slow them down was the straps.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the straps.
Yeah. I'm surprised that the last is not 400, but I think after couple of the events, everyone will be exhausted. So even 380 to finish it,
380 is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, yeah.
On to the 4th event then of the Europe's Strongest Man, and probably my favourite event of the whole competition, and that is the Viking press. So the last time we seen this event was at the Giants Live Strongman Classic at the Albert Hall. Trey Mitchell got 18 reps, and it was a very controversial 18 reps from what I remember.
Who was he competing against?
He was competing against Evan Singleton.
Evan Singleton, because he did really well as well.
Evan did 17 reps.
17 reps, yeah. So, and it's good to see that Trey now is actually coming back, and he's come back straight into the World's Strongest Man competition, which is, I don't know.
So event 5 and the final event of the competition, it's the usual Giants Live, and that is the Castle Stones, or the Atlas Stones.
We don't know how heavy this is.
I can imagine it's probably 180 kilos.
Last one?
Yeah, I know last year they tried to do the 200. It was very slow, so I'd imagine they're probably going to go back to the 180 kilos.
And they have World's Strongest Men after that competition as well.
Yes.
So they're probably trying not to injure
anyone.
The guys. Yeah.
So World's Strongest Man is the 1st to the 5th of May. So that is in 3 weeks' time.
So recently we kind of like we're figuring out how many actually like
top level
strongmen we have at the moment, and we came to a conclusion that it's a
lot lower than we thought.
Yeah,
a lot lower.
Especially now with the Martins is not competing, Mateusz is out. Thank God, Thor is back.
Yeah, Thor. Yeah,
like, you know, so it's kind of.
We have Tom Stoltman, obviously. Like we could pick.
Worrying.
We could pick 8. Like 8, say, strong, relatively good athletes. When we got to like over the double digits, I suppose you could say, we started to start skimping a little, because we included obviously past injuries and things like this, or current injuries that certain athletes have. So like that's going to hold them back a little bit. Now, if they were all in their prime, or if they were all, say, uninjured as such, the list would be a lot easier. But like, it's getting very tough.
It's getting very tough. Yeah, I hope it's only a temporary thing. I hope the more new athletes will come onto the scene. But at the moment, it seems like there's a lot of old-timers, if you can call them that, though they're not even 30.
Yeah.
And there's no one really who's coming up the ranks, like, you know. So it's kind of, I don't know. Is it like going to be a problem for the strongman sport in the future? Hopefully not.
So we've been deliberating, like looking at these athletes, looking at the events, and obviously trying to give the predictions. Everybody loves the predictions. I think it's probably one of the main topics whenever we make these type of videos. I'm finding it kind of very tough at the moment because, again, very early on in the season, like there could be some underlying injuries that we don't really know about. But I think just with your strongest man this year, it's very hard just because the athletes are so, like, what would you say, on the same level, same par. There's no, like, say, Tom Stoltman.
There's no clear leader when it comes to Europe's strongest man this year. I don't see anyone being super superior to the other athletes.
So the predictions will do top 3. Now, very tough, but I think for first place, probably Pavlo Kordiyaka. Like, he hasn't been competing that much when you look at it realistically in the grand scheme of things. His training has been going well from what you see. Like, it's likely he could, say, go back-to-back with the championship. Now, some of the events don't really suit him as much as they did last year, but you never really know. I think in second place, I'm going to go with Ivor Schmauchelis. So Ivors has been competing a ton. Like, he's been competing in the Strongman's Champions League. He's been winning a couple of competitions. He was in Shaw Classic. Now, I know he didn't finish the best in Shaw, but he finished third last year in the Europe's Strongest Man. So I think maybe he could end up in the podium again. Okay. And I think in third place, probably Shane Flowers. So Shane Flowers, very strong. Like, I think when it comes to deadlifts and overheads. Now, obviously, he's probably more athletic than he is statically strong. But I think Shane probably will end up in third place. And if I was going to go to fourth place, then I'd probably go to Luke Stoltman.
I have Luke winning the competition.
He did put up that video on Instagram not so long ago.
Yeah.
He was ready.
And he looks ready. Like, he looks real ready. I have him winning the competition. I think I have Kordiyaka probably in the second place. Third place, I would put Gavin Bilton, but his performance in UK's Arnold's was really off. Like,
it wasn't Gavin as we usually see.
Yes, it was. I don't know why he performed so badly, because he didn't even look that healthy. I don't know if there's something going on with him, but I was really surprised that he performed so poorly. So I can't put him in third place. But if I saw his
recent training,
recent training, maybe even with the training, you just
still hard to tell.
Yeah, it's very hard to say. So I have to put in a third place Novikov.
Novikov,
yeah.
See, I was going to put Novikov up there as well, but I think it's so hard to tell with Novikov, especially what happened at Arnold. Remember we were saying, like, in Arnold, Ohio, that whatever happened with his arm, it was kind of like it was a muscle rather than actual tear or anything. It was kind of like something made a noise or popped, whatever you want to say. And I hope that won't hinder him, that he'll withdraw earlier in the competition, if that makes sense.
That could be the case. Maybe you're right. Yeah, but I still I think Luke first, Kordiyaka, he seems like he's healthy and he's fresh. I think he's going to be second, and I would put Novikov in third place. It's probably Schmauchelis in the fourth, and Shane Flowers probably.
So as you can see, we're finding it very hard to agree on maybe a top 3 or even a top 5 for Europe's Strongest Man. Like, it's all the athletes are roughly on the same level. Like we were saying, there's no standout person that's going to just take it away.
No clear winner, in my opinion, as well.
No, like, again, like on the day, there could be someone that just wins every single event and wipes the floor with everyone. Like, it's very hard to tell so early on in the year. Either way, let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Like always, give us the predictions. Which athletes are you looking forward to? Which athletes do you think should have even been at Europe's Strongest Man? Like, let us know. We love reading the comments, stuff like this.
I think you're gonna get a bit of a
bit of hate.
A bit of hate
when it comes on Luke.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I can see that happening.
Look, love Luke. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like
I don't know why you put him in the 4th place though.
But look, I don't know why myself. I just when I seen the names, I just think Shane is
Did
going
he
to
just put you on the spot?
probably just put me on the spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, there you go, trying to stir. Like it's just no. Honestly, I think Luke 3rd or 4th, depending. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Shane Flowers again, like you're saying, it's very hard. Look, I don't know. I don't even know.
Stick with your guns.
Yeah, stick with my guns. I don't even know.
Stick with it.
Don't hate me. No. Either way, we love looking at the comments. It's like we spend hours a lot of times just looking at the comments. Some of the predictions we have seen from last year were like very spot on.
Yeah.
So it's incredible to see like some people can just do that. Either way, let us know in the comment section down below what you think. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to press the like button. If again, always comment down below. We'd love to hear what your feedback is on the videos. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure to press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers, especially coming up to World's Strongest Man. We do our best, so make sure to subscribe, and like always, we'll see you in another video.
See you later, guys.